me to pause it?
It's okay. Good morning, YouTube. Today, this is my birthday, and as you've seen from the first clip, Grace made me a nice birthday cake, which was cream of rice with a candle in, because that's as exciting as we can get on a birthday during prep. So, however, she did decide to buy us snacks for post-show, so can't eat this for the next 6 weeks, but you can hide them in the cupboard until then, and probably all of it will get devoured in one sitting. Those snacks are going to stay in the cupboard for the next 6 weeks at the back, where I can't see them. I also got some other bits, got some we're about to go and train legs, so I'm going to eat a new flavour of cream of rice that was also a birthday present off Grace, which is blueberry muffin, isolate, not isolate, cream of rice. What are you having?
I made the double chocolate and I microwaved it for 2 hours, so it's like a cake.
Oh, are you going to eat it like that?
Yeah.
You don't, you could throw it away.
I know, but it'll be fine. Fine wisely. It's for your so.
Okay. I've got blueberry muffin with salted caramel, which looks really grey and gross on camera, but it actually smells really good. Just saying, that looks gross, doesn't it? It looks like grey.
Mushy peas mixed in with cream.
It's like grey green. It's like camo coloured, like khaki.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the only thing about blueberry muffin cream rice. It looks gross.
It looks cool before I add it.
Yeah, when it's just blue, it looks cool, and then whenever you add something to it, it looks green.
It'll be nice though.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna eat this and then we're gonna go train legs. So that's this morning's update. This is a paid.
It looks so
What's it
small
called?
in your hands. I mean, it is small anyway, but why does it look so tiny?
Tungsten energy. I don't know, I forgot what to say now.
Yeah, really. Speaking of that.
It's like a lemonade, isn't it?
Champion mentality.
It tastes like champion mentality. It tastes like champion mentality. It's not about winning or losing. It's about taking responsibility for your losses just as you do your wins. It's doing the work when you least want to. When no one is watching, it doesn't mean you're motivated all the time. It simply means you have no quit. It tastes a bit like that.
Yeah, I'd say.
Just when I drink it, that's what it comes to of what it tastes like.
Like subtle. Does it make you feel bigger?
Yeah, and I can crush the car afterwards.
And throw it.
Like a man, and throw it out the window. Just go, throw it out the window, hit some fucking kid in the face with it. Anyway, this is pre-workout. Probably gonna have another pre-workout.
Yeah.
As well. It's only got 100 milligram of caffeine. It's nothing but because we've got legs to do. So it's hamstrings. It's hamstring day, but it's basically an all-over quad, like leg day in general, with a bit more hamstring focus. Seeing as that's the main part of my legs I need to bring up, lagging. My quads are probably overpowering my hamstrings a little bit now, so yeah, we're pulling up to the gym. Calf raise, pump. I'm only doing YouTube stuff. Say hello.
Hi YouTube.
Australian. That sounds all like, yeah. It's made me cream of rice with prep and birthday don't really go together, do they?
They didn't have the energy to even blow it out, did you?
Nah, I've still got some energy left. Give me 6 weeks. I'll cue that calf raise, add up to the new hamstring curl, and then we'll move on to something else. Updates to prep so far. Everything's the same, food's the same, training, well, that always stays the same. The only real difference that we've made, or we are going to make, is I've potentially got GH coming today, which will start tonight, pre-bed. Literally just to accelerate fat loss a little bit more. So 1.5 IU pre-bed is all I'm going to do. That's the most dose I'm going to do. And then there's guys out there who are doing like fucking 10 IU GH. So, but for someone who hasn't really used it in a prep setting at all, and I've used bits of it which are like underground kits, so they're probably not even fucking GH. I think 1.5 IU will make a difference. So, starting that later, and that's the real only prep update. I don't think there's anything else. I had chicken and rice, and now we have come to Liverpool and picked up some espresso because that's what we live off, and that's probably the main thing we look forward to in the morning. We've been having like instant coffee for the last week or so, which just isn't anything on espresso, so happy to get them back in. Yeah, we're just going to do some steps for a bit and walk around Liverpool until it's time to go to the spa. Yeah. So
Sick, buddy. When you walk,
you're down there.
Because you're that tall.
Yeah.
So it's like
Well, this is my point of view all the time. If you were vlogging, if you vlogged. Good morning, YouTube. It has been it's been a week, hasn't it? It was my birthday last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's now Thursday, the following Thursday. I didn't film anything else since the last clip. I was going to do a full day of eating on my off day, but now I'm going to do a full day of eating of training day food, which is the majority of the week, so which is getting pretty low now. So full day of eating starting now. Starting off with meal 1, which we have 3 whole eggs, which is nothing exciting to see. 30 grams of cream of rice with 50 grams of ice split and 20 grams of almond butter and 1 gram of vitamin C, and that is meal 1. Nothing exciting. I mean, none of the day is going to be exciting now, but this is what needs to be done to get the result we want to. Loads of changes happened this week, but I won't go through them now. I will just go through the meals and maybe update on changes later on. So I'm going to eat this, and then we're going to go for a walk out.
Yeah.
And then I'll update you with meal
2,
which is pre-workout, which is basically the same thing. But yeah, that's pretty much how the day goes nowadays. So, right, this meal 2. So.
I am not going to use the stand mixer.
So, just been out to the shop, get some steps in, and now meal 2, which is pre-workout meal. We have 50 grams of cream of rice, 50 grams of isolate, 1 gram of salt, gram of salt every meal, and 500 milligram of berberine just before this to help the uptake of the carbs. And that is pre-workout meal right now. It's pretty small. Tend to go hypo straight after it. But yeah, we'll get this done. And then we're going to train back. So eat this, go to the gym. Good afternoon. I have finished training and I'm currently on the way back to home. I didn't film my post-workout, but it is literally just 50 grams of whey isolate. So I've got a fair bit of weight to come off. I've got 18 pounds to meet my weight cap. I weighed in again this morning at 262. Now don't get me wrong, the body composition has improved weekly, but the weight hasn't really been changing a hell of a lot. So the changes this week are plentiful. We have implemented GH, so we are doing 1.5 IU of GH PM fasted before bed. Yassine has bumped up my T3, bumped my T3 up to 50 microgram, which is high, and I'll be completely transparent about what I'm using. I'm not bothered, I don't really care. So this is what I'm being told to take, so I take it. As irresponsible or reckless as that may be, I take full responsibility for my own shit, and I do not recommend anybody else to copy what I do in any way, shape or form. And this is me just trying to achieve a goal. And I think people have got to remember as well, when it comes to using anabolics and other things, it's very dependent on how you respond as a person in terms of your blood work. And over the years, what I've found is I clear my drugs very easily. Like, if I take my blood's peak cycle in a show, they're really not that out of whack, and the usual things I see, which are not bad but not in range, would be your typical things like HDL, which is what your gear is going to bind to. So understandably that is lower. However, my fat intake now is considerably higher and it functions a lot better, so my HDL actually manages to stay in range. Creatinine and things like that, typically things which you'd normally understandably find out of range when you're using anabolics and training. Post-show, once them drugs have cleared my system, my bloods are pretty much back to normal. Nothing really stays out of whack. So yeah, I'm found over the years, and it's taken me a long time of finding out, that I am tolerant to the drugs that I do take. So wow, that was a lot of waffle. I might just edit all of that out. Anyway, what I am currently doing, we bumped Glenn up to 80 from 60. We have bumped T3 from 37.5 to 50. We have implemented GH, like I said. We have implemented Tren Ace at 50 milligram every other day, and I'm forgetting something, and things like that. So slowly but surely coming in. But yeah, back to what I said. We have 18 pounds to go in 5 weeks, so that means just under £4 per week we need to be dropping over these weeks, and that would land me on the mark by show day. So I'm getting a little apprehensive and a bit stressy, but this is the reason I have a coach, and this is the reason I pay for somebody to make the choices for me, because originally when I'm in a situation like I would be now, I will go hell for leather at trying to get that weight off, and in the process do way too much cardio, way too little food, and then I end up just going flat, not really burning any body fat because my metabolism has just crashed, and I'm not really moving very much anymore. So I my neat levels. My neat is not great, and yeah, it just nail. And I'm going to show you what it is, and I will use my other camera because this back camera is really poor quality when it's quite dark. So I need a poo. See you in 2. Next meal, 200 grams of chicken, 100 grams of cooked rice. That's it. And I'll have this meal again for the next meal, so it's 2 times this, and then the same. I'll show you the meals after that as well. So I'm gonna get this down. I won't bother showing you this again because this is literally, I have the exact same again. And once I've had that, then that's my carbs done for the day, which I think currently, I'm guessing, sit around 140 gram of carbs, if I was to guess. So I'm gonna eat this and then I'll see you in the next meal. Don't even know what meal it is now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meals 6, which is 200 grams cooked beef, 2 whole eggs, 100 gram of pineapple, and I have this again after this meal. So this times 2. It's nothing pretty at all, but I don't really do veg at this point. My digestion just doesn't like it, so I just keep that out. I'm gonna eat this, and then obviously it's already getting late now, so I'm probably gonna eat this meal, give it an hour, eat another meal, and then I've got one more meal before I go to bed, but we've also got 30 minutes for walk to do prior to bed after these 2 meals. So anyway, I'll see you at the next meal. Okay. I'm talking to YouTube, by the way. Terrible lighting. We are back in the gym. It is 10 to 11. Grace is finishing her cardio. I am doing what I normally do after having both beef meals, which is a 30-minute walk. So today I'm choosing to do it on a treadmill, as I might as well, while Grace is doing her cardio. And then once we've done this, then I can go home, have last meal of the day, which I will briefly show you because it's pretty much bedtime now. And yeah, and that is basically a full day of eating, which is probably totaling, I'm gonna guess, around 3,500 calories, something like that, but split. And then rest days we have much higher food, which I will film at some point, unless Yassine drops it down. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is prep week, 5 weeks out as of Sunday, and we'll see what we're doing in the next video.